Hello and welcome to another deck profile. This time it is with Harpies, another tier 0 deck, and everybody hates them. So let's begin. As you might have noticed, for those of you who know Harpy ladies or those of you who are trying to learn what to build, I am doing something different. That is running the Harpy Lady Sisters, because I like to do something different. Maybe somebody should run Harpy Lady. But no, I am running Harpy Lady's sister because I want to try something different, and I feel it's overlooked because it can go into some really nice combos such as the rank 6 monsters that everybody hates, such as Bouncer, Shooter, and Exabeetle sometimes, which is pretty much a scrap dragon. But that is it. And before I go in and discuss every single card effect, let me talk about the plays. The objective of this deck is to not have a whole bunch of Harpy Ladies out. That's not the point. The point is to go into Dracosac and Big Eye. That's a point. It's just like Mermills, how you're always trying to get the level 7s out on the field. That's what it is with this deck, is to get out Chandler and Pet Dragon, to get the 7s out, to do all that you can to get them out, so that way you can get him that can be destroyed pretty much, and Big Eye to thief everything. So that's the point of this deck. Yet it can turn around and just go full beatdown with Harpy Lady 1, 300 attack, plus an extra 200, so that's 500, and then 800, then 1100 extra attack to any other wind monsters. It's all Wing Beast gains 200 and Wind gained 300, so he will only gain 300, but besides that, all of your other, he will only gain 200. All of your other Harpy cards would just gain a whole bunch of attack, and it's really easy to just beat down your opponent right at the beginning of the game. So I guess we shall go right into the deck profile. Tempest, a dragon, banish 2, summon it. It's for an emergency dragon if you have Chandler, because she becomes a level 7 if there's a dragon on the field. So really easy to have and go into. Harpies Pet Dragon, the idea is to get him out using Chandler's effect, which I will explain later, and then go into the rank 7 monsters. Harpy Lady Sisters can only be special summoned by Elegant Egotist, and I'll explain that card later. Yet it is not a Harpy Lady card, so it cannot be summoned by Hysteric Party. And if it's in your hand and you have not summoned it with Elegant Egotist, it is a deck card, so that's why people don't run it. But I have found ways around that, as you can see by the triple card trader. So I find it a little bit easier and nicer to run, so that way I can pull out some nice combos, and I just want to do something different. Queen, this is your Herald of Heaven, if that's the right card I'm thinking of. Discard it to get Hunting Ground to your hand. Zephyros, so that way you can go into Key Beetle and with Summon Monk, and he's just a Wing Beast monster that can special summon himself. So he's just nice to have. Chandler, pretty much, her effect is you discard a Harpy card. Now, only a Harpy card. It has to have Harpy in its name, so Elegant Egotist, Hysteric Sign, and Hysteric Party are not targets. Harpy's Hunting Ground and any of your Harpy monsters are targets. So you discard a Harpy card to special summon a Harpy card. So there's a couple of combos you can do with it. If you start off with straight up Harpy Chandler, discard his Harpy's Hunting Ground to go into Pet Dragon, to go into Dracosac or Big Eye. Yet if you start off with Summon a Monk, and I was playing his combo when I explained his effect, that probably be best. Harpy Lady 1, 300 attack, and is considered a Harpy Lady, so can be summoned by Elegant Egotist and Harpy Chandler. 300, so a max of 900 just from these 3 cards. Harpy Dancer, summon it, use Harpy's Hunting Ground to blow up a card, add it back to use the Harpy Dancer's effect, add it back to your hand to summon either Chandler or Dancer again, and then destroy another card on the field. That's pretty much what it is. It's your MST. Double Summon a Monk, discard a spell card, and then go into Chandler, and then do Chandler's effect. Now the combo for him is you discard Hysteric Sign. That's the best card you can possibly discard. Discard Hysteric Sign, go into Chandler. Discard some other Harpy card with Chandler. Go under Harpy Lady 1 or Queen or any other Harpy card you want. XYZ summon for Queen Dragon Jin. And then use that to... Oh no, you're supposed to discard a Pet Dragon. Supposed to discard Pet Dragon. So summon a Monk, Hysteric Sign, Chandler, discard Pet Dragon, go into Harpy Lady 1, and Queen Dragon Jun into Pet Dragon, and then use Queen Dragon Jun into Pet Dragon, and then those two into Draco Psycho Big Eye. In the end, you would just have 22 beater. That's the only difference if you do it that way. That you have an extra monster out on the field instead of just having Summon a Monk in Big Eye or Draco Sack. Double Summon. I'm running Double Summon because after you've done Hysteric Sign once, if it's in your hand, it can allow you to get out your other monsters that are just sitting there. Because the first one you're going to go for is either Dancer or Chandler. So, like if you take Harpy Queen or Harpy Lady 1, it could be a nice card just to have so that to boost attack. Elegant Egotist, special summon a Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sister. So most people go for either Harpy Lady 1 or in this case Harpy Sister. And you really have to, seeing how I'm running Harpy Sister, you will have to think about what you're trying to do, because if you're just gonna go for Harpy Lady's Sister, that might not work, or Harpy Lady 1, it might not work. I mean, because you don't need, if you have both of them out on the field and Harpy's Hunting Ground, it's really great because they're really powerful monsters at that point, and they destroyed up to 2 back row, so they can just take complete field advantage. Yet if your opponent has you, then you have to think, okay, do I want the extra attack or do I want the chance to go into a rank 6 monster? And that's the thing you have to think and figure out. Hysteric Sign searches out Elegant Egotist, but it has a second effect. If it's sent to the graveyard during the end phase, add up to 3 Harpy cards with different name. You can only activate one, so you can't do get the Elegant Egotist and destroy this with Harpy's Hunting Ground in the same turn. You have to do it later. So during the end phase, you can add Dancer, Chandler, and Queen to your hand or something like that. Card Trader, put 1 card in your deck, shuffle it, draw 1 card. Great for if your hand's clogged up with Sisters and Red Dragon. And it's extra draw power, so it's not bad. Harpy's Hunting Ground. If a Harpy Lady is summoned, then you get to destroy a card on the back row. And all Winged Beast monsters gain 200 attack. The generic Bottomless, vigorous attack, destroy 2 cards. Magical Hat, you search out Hysteric Sign and some other cards such as maybe Card Trader and Double Summon. And then they attack into nothing. And then, or whatever, it doesn't matter, as long as Hysteric Sign ends up in the grave, which it will no matter what they attack. So it's a way to get the 3 cards to your hand during your opponent's turn. Ready, and then during your turn you have 3 cards in your hand to just destroy your opponent with. Hysteric Party, use this to swarm with all of your Harpy cards. It's really great, especially in a grand game when you've done a whole bunch of moves and your opponent's still alive. You can just special summon everything. And then generic Solemn Warning. Now on to the extra deck, Master of Blades. Run this only if you're afraid your opponent's going to target you. Most cards that target Draco Sack wouldn't be affected by it, but yet if you're really certain your opponent's going to target, like if they're running Relinquished maybe, then yeah, you could go into this, but yet otherwise I would suggest Mecha Phantom Beast if you're iffy, but yet if you're sure you can just attack directly, go into Big Eye, so that way you can steal. Or if your opponent's doing nothing but setting cards, because you have them, go into your piercing damage monster. That's pretty much the whole point of your rank 7s. The rank 6 bouncer, negate an effect, and your opponent takes 1,000. Destroy 2 monsters with Gauntlet Shooter. No launcher. Why does Dawn of Nero do that? And then Insector Exhibitor, it's pretty much a scrap dragon. When it's summoned, target a monster in either player's graveyard, equip it to this card. Detach, target a card on your side of the field, target a card on your opponent's side of the field, destroy both. Topia generic. Master Key Beetle for Summoner Monk and Sephiroth, just to add a little bit more defense. As we Green Dragon Jin, detach to special summon a level 5 or higher dragon. Already discussed the combo, be it you can also use it to get Tempest back, because while it may not be able to attack that turn, its effects are negated, so it won't come back to your hand. It'll try, but it won't. And the same thing would be with Harpies Pet Dragon, but yet then would just be stuck at 2000 attack. So you really have to be situational and be trying to go for this combo in order to pull her out. Harpies Pet Mirage Dragon. It's an uncommon occurrence to get out. Like, it's not rare, but it's not like every day. It's really easy to go out to with if you've done Hysteric Party and it's later in the game, but it can attack directly. Harpy cards can't be destroyed, or they can be targeted for an attack, and it attacks directly, so it's pretty great. I mean, 2000 attack and 3 attacks directly, that's 6000 damage. Really great to just take control of the game at the beginning, or push for the win at the end. I suggest running it out too. And then the Velvet Chain for some more generic $40 cards, just to make sure this deck is a $1 million deck. Pretty much, put a card in the grave, or put a card on top of your deck. Your choice. So it's this deck, really annoying, really great, but there is one weakness to it. If I can spell. Poisonous Winds! This card kind of screws it, because it negates Harpy Lady and Harpy's Hunting Ground. Because now they're both at, because they gain 500 attack total, and they lose 500 attack from this. And you can't special summon any one monsters, which is really annoying. For this deck, I suggest running it against them, but then again, the response is Harpy's Hunting Ground, normal summon any Harpy card. Boom, destroyed. Normal special summon all you want. So that's pretty much how Harpy Ladies run. You can combo them. I have seen Harpy Ladies stall out and lose, but it's a good deck. It's up there. I could see like any of the other tier 0 decks, like I see this deck just being able to respond to everything, because any of the back row can just be destroyed. Like literally Vanity's Emptiness has nothing on this. What's the other one? Case of Coliseum, it has nothing on it. Like, any of the back row cards just have nothing. I mean, Fusions, they do have the Grave, so you might have to side in Soul Drain in this card. Wouldn't it hurt it? Well, it would hurt Hysteric Sign badly, but it would hurt Fusions more. And for like a Fire Fist deck, like, you could destroy all their back row. They'd still gain the effects for the traps. Yet, still, the thing is with Fire Fists, if you destroy their card, they can't destroy it themselves, which makes it really nice. So, the Harpy deck, it's really great. I could see it going to Worlds easily, like being one of the top decks. That with Madolches, once Angelique comes out for TCG, and even Pendulum Monsters, like that just came out for OCG, and it's crazy. That's like, I don't completely understand Pendulum Monsters, but why? Because my understanding of them is you can special summon one or as many cards in your hand as you want that are between the levels, which to me says Madolche all over it. Like, oh, let's take a deck that already has a really amazing OTK and make it so that way they can get out 5 freaking Tiramisu's in one turn. Yes, I know it's impossible to get out 5 Tiramisu's, but that's pretty much what Control Monsters does for Madolche deck, if I understand them right. Because like an extra, oh, let me special summon Mestrolato again. Go into a second Tiramisu. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. So I've been meaning to look into that some more. But that's Madolche's. This is Harpies. Really great deck. I have no clue how it's going to be affected by Pinch-On Monsters. Because really the only use would be either to pull up Harpie's Pet Dragon or Harpie Lady 1. Like everything else, you can. It doesn't really matter. Like maybe Harpie Queen if you're trying to push aggressively. That's where Pinch-On Monsters could help. Yeah, that Chandler. You can already get that card out easily. You can already get out Pet Dragon easily. Harpie Dancer, you don't want this card out. You want it to destroy back row, so you want it in your hand. So it's really iffy for this deck on how Control Monsters would work. And then, do they have Control Monsters? I don't think they updated this. Nope, they have the go to tune. Dang. That's just scary. Control Monsters. Because for a person that likes to prevent my opponent from doing anything, when Konami comes up with a new way for my opponent to break my locks, it's really annoying. Unless, of course, they make the rule when Pendulum Monsters are spell cards. That. Oh, I would be so happy if they just said that. Like, they are actually considered spell cards. But I don't think they are. I think they're considered monsters. They can prevent the special summoning, of course, with Relinquished, but yet it cannot prevent any of their effects for the most part. Because there's gonna come out effects where it's like destroy a card on the field. Destroy, or normal summon, normal summon, normal summon. Or negate. They're gonna eventually do that, and it's gonna be annoying for me. But enough talking about that and new cards. We can do that later. But let's talk about Harpies. I keep on getting distracted. I find Harpies to be great. Worlds. I have a good feeling that at Worlds, the finals, is going to be Madolche's and Harpie Lady 1. Harpie Lady 1, a Harpie deck. That's what I feel. I feel like Harpies have enough destruction in them to where they can just push on everything. And Madolche's pretty much the same thing, except they're not destroying, they're just sending it back to the deck. And they have such a nice OTK that it's really nice. I mean, there is the new ruling that I've heard for OCG where if you're going first you don't draw, which can mess up with a lot of decks. Exodius specifically, but I don't know. There's just a lot of things that can really mess with Harpies, or at least change it a little bit. So it's iffy. And I'll let you guys tell me, how will Harpies deal with Pendulum Monsters and the new rule that they cannot draw if they go first? Tell me how you guys feel in this comments. Tell me how you feel about Harpie Lady's Sisters. If you think that's a good card, if you think it's possible to get out the rank 6, or if I'll have too much trouble. I'll leave that up to you. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Check out my other cool videos in Arsenic Door, or unless you are Arsenic Door, if you are Arsenic Door, promote me some more. If not, then check out Arsenic Door and my other cool videos. Rate, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this.
Hey guys, one last thing. Download Toad today. It's a really fun game, really great. Every single card in the game. You can build your own decks, do other people ranked. You can buy commands as a chat. Really, really fun. And don't forget, check out these other cool videos. Rate and subscribe. Thank you.